Welcome back to Pioneers of Pagonia. We're playing the campaign and we are actually already on mission 5, so don't hesitate to check in the video description below if you want to see the previous episodes. But yeah, we just arrived on a new island. It worked! If my calculations are correct, we landed on the same island that the old library should be located on. At the very least, the magic compass reacts strongly to the area, so that means there is magic here. But apparently we are not alone. Look at the Pagonians over there. What are they running from? Help! Go and seek shelters. The werewolves are everywhere. So in the last mission we had to fight ghosts, basically spectres. Now we're gonna need to fight werewolves. That means probably different types of troops again. Werewolves, where? And why are you not defending yourself? There are too many. I swear, something about them has changed in the catastrophe. Less reluctive, instead they entered the village in droves. Did huge amount of damage. Many of us were bitten and transformed into the beasts themselves. This is one of the things indeed, is the werewolf can create more werewolves, so you have to be very careful. There's another village northeast from here. We tried reaching it through the forest. By now they've surely been attacked too. So let's slow down. I mean, we are basically at speed 1. We see a couple of missions. Obviously, we need to discover a library. We're gonna need to establish a base as always, right? We have nothing for now. And this is actually not that easy. There's not a lot of space here. Okay. This is the end of our base right now. There's a bit of resources, but not too much. And we need to be careful. We could be attacked, of course, right? Not too sure. Yeah, they can come from here probably. They can come from there. So we should increase our troops to prepare for battle. May I offer a suggestion? I've been watching a well your advisor cooperate. Now I think I may be of help. This is a magician. What do you have in mind? I have much experience in the arcane powers. We need warlocks. This is the same we had in a previous episode. I believe, it would be of use. Okay. Fair notes carry blades that were augmented with silvers. That should hurt the werewolves exceptionally. But that means we need to make silver, which is actually not that easy. Sounds like a solid course of action. So let's make many of these. They say 25. Okay. And an adventurer guild is where we're going to be able to make those troops. And we should find whoever can help. Okay. Let's keep an eye for the library, obviously. That's the final objective. Okay, I got you. So as this is not the first mission, we obviously have quite a few things already unlocked, including tier 2 houses. So that's great here. But remember, tier 2 houses do cost quite a lot. And we don't have that much resource to start with, especially on food. We're going to be a bit limited. We don't have underground mining yet. So we're going to need to do overground mining. But yeah, quite a few resources obviously already there. So let me build a basic city because that's not the first episode, and then I'll see you when that's done. It is, as promised, I've built a very small starting base, and we don't have a lot of space, even if I started cutting a lot of trees here. So we're making space, but we started with not a lot of space. So I had to build a mini city over here. We have the fountain, market fountain with a couple of these market stalls, so we can deliver some food, and then houses all around. Because you start with more than 200 people and you want to grow, of course, so having houses quite important. We have a small mining sector on this side, and again, I've been also putting one woodcutting hut and telling it to remove the forest. So we're trying to remove this whole forest over here, make some space for houses and things like this. But yeah, basically we have a quarry, a copper hut, and a coal hut. This is all of the resource here. We do have another one on this side, which is mainly quarry, and one here which is mainly copper. We have then more on this side. Basically you're gonna have foragers, you're gonna have hunting lodge, but most importantly you have 2 wood cutting huts. I'm telling them just cut everything, make some space so that we can build a big city over here. On this side, this is probably where we're gonna keep forest. I have put a forester and a small well so that we can keep a forest growing on this side with one wood cutting hut, a warehouse. I did put a warehouse on the other side, by the way, too, for the mining stuff in particular. We have our important village hall and guild hall, right, to make sure we can build some important people, for example, my hunters, etc. Then a couple of the basic transforming raw materials like your stone and your wood into some of those tools. So far I didn't put 10 everywhere, except here on the hunting bows and the torches. I think we're gonna do also the wooden shield so that we can have some soldiers. We have the weaving shed so that we can create more clothes and ropes. And then we have over here a trading post. Why? Because we've already actually discovered, you know, through, I mean, it comes with the quest basically. We've discovered another village over here. It has 3 of these everlasting lights. And it seems that if we supply hardwood trunks to it, it will keep the werewolves away. But to be able to do this, we need to actually discover this city, right? Right now we are a bit too far, basically. Which is why I first put a guard tower over here and told them to expand this side. And now I just built a second one over here. The people and the stones are coming, and we're gonna tell them the same, you know, try to expand as quickly as possible in that direction. I did put another tower also on this side, try to expand over here. I don't think there's that much things, but there seems to be at least some space. And is that? No, I thought it was flax, but no. Like, you know, we need to get some space because we really don't have that much. We will also potentially expand on this side after, but for now I'm just cutting all of those trees. There is some boars I saw somewhere over here. So we, where was it? Yeah, over here. So I guess we're gonna have to kill them at some point. Otherwise they're gonna scare all of my people. Problem is there's really not that much space, right? With all of those trees. I think we're just gonna need to cut all of those trees, to be honest. So I'm gonna go here and tell them to cut. And yeah, I don't know if we even have space because we have tons of trees right now. Can I transform the trees? No, we cannot transform yet the trees. Okay, so here it is. And we just discovered some stone. Okay, that's fine. Let me extend a bit more and let's see when that's done. So far we haven't made any troops because I think, you know, the mission is really to get there. If this objective is, you know, failed, then it's game over. So we need to try to get there as quickly as possible so that then my trading post, maybe we need even multiple trading posts, will be able to do this. Okay, good news, bad news, ladies and gents. We have arrived very close to those everlasting lights, but there is a rock slide, right? A landslide. So we're gonna need to put some pathfinders here to clear that, like in mission 3. We do have a bit of space here too, with some stone and, you know, some resources. So I think we're gonna make also a mini base here. And by mini base, you know, I mean like we probably need construction camps, probably need some resources. So we're gonna build a couple of those things and I'll see you when that's done. In the meantime, we just discovered another village on this side, the orange. Okay, very interesting, because we just arrived here, basically. You discovered a village. The werewolves wreak so much destruction. We have much to repair, and if you have any materials to spare, we'll gladly trade with you. Okay, so I guess we should build, you know, one. There's quite a few resources here. Let me just check first before I destroyed the wrong things. So here I think we can build it. Let's go. I am killing, by the way, all of those. Oh, that is blocked. Damn, that was badly set up. I'm killing those boars there. I've told them here, go and kill the boars. So they're going. We'll see what they offer in terms of trading over here in a second. I don't even know if I have trade people actually. So let's check that out. No, we don't. So we should definitely make some, because that's going to be needed also for, you know, these guys here, which I haven't cleared that path yet. We haven't even built any of those things yet. It's going to take a second, but that's an interesting mission here, to have so many you know, friends next to each other. I see here some bandits. That is 22, that's a lot. So we're gonna need to defend against that, which means I should probably put a tower over here. And we're gonna say, put these guys. I think we have some of them that came with us. Let's check that out here. Oh, no, we don't. We have some guards, but not some soldiers or some rangers. Okay, so let's try to make some rangers. Can I even make rangers actually? Because we need some light armor. Light armor is here. We haven't built that guy, so we're gonna need to build that for sure. Let's go. Okay, I see this is already empty, so let's destroy it so we don't use people for nothing. Maybe in the future we'll have a geologist work over here, but for now, don't really have that. Okay, so expanding over here, we started to cut a lot of the wood here. You know, I've told them to cut all of this wood. Actually, maybe I tell them to go here, cut this wood here. So we have space to expand, and we're gonna need, we said, where is it? Over here, a pathfinder, right? So let's go, let's put it as close as we can. Actually, it doesn't matter that much, but yeah, let's put a pathfinder. Do we have already 10 pathfinder? Okay, that's great. Or am I just dreaming? Let's go to the city. The city is here. We have, no, we don't have pathfinders. Okay, so let's go. We do have not so many houses left, but this is not enough space. Okay, please cut those trees here to make some space for a city, and then we can expand a bit further. Maybe I can put some small houses here. No, not enough space for that. Here, that's a shame. And there too, yeah. I could put some in the back, but that's gonna start to be pretty far. So we're gonna just wait a second, put them over here. And then at that point we can probably, oh no, there's still quite a lot of animals actually, that's fine. And that on the other hand, soon we should probably delete it. Yeah, let's delete it. Okay. The trees, we can still cut some trees actually. Let's tell them to focus on these ones too. Everybody focus on these trees here. Here it is, just a few minutes later, you can see the forest over here is gone. And so I've started to expand the city. We're still using this market over here, but starting to put a few more of these market stores and more houses. So we will hopefully, you know, increase our population. I mean, we're at 600 now. We're almost finished with this, so we're gonna need to expand. I think we're gonna expand on this side. In particular, try to get, you know, we need to start getting another source of stone because I'm pretty low on stone. So let's do that quickly. I did start to put over here, you know, smelting works. So with that, you know, as long as we find some iron, some silver, or some nickel or gold, we could start making, you know, some bars. We just haven't found any yet, unfortunately. We have the forest over here. This is growing nicely. Expanding on this side, you know, put a couple of buildings, foragers and hunting mainly, as well as a resource depot. We have a guard tower that has 10 rangers. So in case these people want to attack, now they have 22 though, so I'm not gonna attack right away. And we have started this trading post. You know, there is actually over here a nice, you give them nothing and they give you torches. So I'm not gonna complain because torches are really important. So we're gonna place now a second one, all right? Because hopefully with those torches we can make more rangers. And at that point, you know, if we have, you know, 20 rangers, we may be able to attack them. So that's going okay on this side. I've stopped expanding the, you know, the border because of these guys, but in the future it'll be great to get over here. We have started to expand on this side, but not a lot of resources, unfortunately, so far. Here we are cutting, you know, the trees. We're also killing, the getting over here some flax so that we can make more cloth. We have also put a couple of hunters lodge over here to kill all of the boars. So we're trying to do this. I am building a warehouse over here. We have our construction camp, and we have started just now the pathfinding. As you can see, we have some torches and a few hammers. So we're going to be able to start, going through this. We are down to 15. So yeah, the sooner we can get there. I think we're also going to build another, actually, I'm going to put them over here. I'm going to put a trade post there, because that's probably one of the closest places we can deliver over here. Right? We'll see when we get there, and maybe we'll delete the trade post that is over here, because that's very far. On the other hand, if we look at this place here, they do have another thing, which is 5 copper, but it's not that much, so maybe we'll do that. Or maybe we can. And it does take some merchants, and I don't have that many merchants, so we're just gonna wait. I don't need that copper right now, but we should probably do a few more merchants. We're not gonna do more of these. Pioneers, I think it's fine. Builders, it's fine. We don't have own stores, so we're not gonna do that. Oh, we discovered. Okay, yeah, that's on the other side over here. That's to be expected. So let's, oh, I see some enemies here. That's not good. Okay, so we actually need, let's maybe expand. Actually, let's not expand. So let's do stop for now. They're gonna bring some people and some stones, but they won't expand. And on this one, we have actually already expanded this side. Maybe I'm gonna just tell them to expand here. I see some resources here. Okay. This guy, yeah, you can also expand here. And then in the future, they will expand on this side. Okay. So yeah, that's some progress. Making some progress. What is happening over here? Oh, fine. Let's make that. We have making over here some of our armor and backpacks. We have here the weeding shed to make tons of clothes. We may need another one, actually. Let's go crazy. Let's put another one. I forget where it is. Here. Yes. Let's go. Now that we found some flags over here, I think that's a good idea. And yeah, I'll see you when this is ready to attack, I think. Here it is. A few minutes later, we have 20 over here. So I think it's time to attack. Let's go. Let's see how it goes. Speed 1, so hopefully I can send both at the same time. And we're gonna check that out. There's 24 now. They keep growing because basically they're able to steal a lot from this village. So that's the problem. Let's go. We're attacking. See the first one. Yes, there's many troops. That's why we're attacking. Okay, 22. We've killed a few. 21. But I've also lost quite a few. Are they veterans? Cunning thieves. Some of them are cunnings. How many have we lost already? Yo, already half done. And they also have done. So it's not too bad. And I think we're just gonna say prioritize these guys. Let's no, wait, what is that? No, this is the trade carriers. I don't care actually about trade carriers. Let's keep it to 7 for now. Where are my, here it is. Oh, we only have 10 left. That is very, very bad. I think I was focusing on the wrong ones. I was getting more traders instead of getting more rangers. So let's go crazy. We need to prioritize these for sure to try to remake, some new ones, because now we are almost done. How many are left? There are only 6 left, so maybe I go crazy and I just send them all as soon as they arrive before they grow again. That's my worry. That's my worry. On the other side, we have almost gone through, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're almost through. And so now I'm building also some guards here. Let's pause these ones because I don't think I have enough guards for all of these. So I'm gonna pause all of those. We can pause this one too. Make sure we have some guards that we can send over here. Yeah, because you should be focusing, please, as soon as possible to get there. There's only 13 left. I didn't even check. No, we cannot yet. I think as soon as we cross there, we'll be fine. Okay, so that's done. And how are we doing on this side? We have 4 and 6. Yeah, I mean, let's try. It's 10 against 11 or something like this. So hopefully we get it. Remember, the rangers are what you want to attack thieves. Rangers are what's good against thieves. And I'm really focusing on that one so that we can be kind of safe on this side and also try to expand over here as quickly as possible after that. Okay, so the fight is going on. There's only 6 left. 5, 3. Yeah, we should be able to win this one. I see a few of my people are still there. Oh, actually, I don't know. There's 3 left. And I think I lost all of my people. Oh, there's 2 left. 1. Come on, only 1. Yes! I think I only have 1 guy remaining. So, good job. There are probably more camps. I mean, definitely more camps. You can see a huge one here. And I'm sure there's others. But it is good to have finished that camp. So let's now send some guards over here instead of some less. And tell them to get here as quickly as possible. Let's go. Let's go. How are we doing on the other side? We have gotten a couple of guards. Yes, they're claiming. And, you know, I think we're through. As soon as this is done, we should be fine. Oh, we're being attacked by thieves on this side. That's bad. That's bad. So here, let's get some... Is that a thief? No, that's a hunter. So there is some thieves somewhere over here. Oh, the wood reserves are slowly diminishing. I know, but I think we are in range now. Yes, we are. So let's go, let's start. Now the problem is I can only do 1 at a time. So it feels like we almost need like 3 next to each other. And we're gonna take 1 for each. We're gonna take 1 for each. And instead, let's delete that trading post. It's not necessary. I think we have enough traders because I was focusing so much on traders. Yeah, we're 40, so that should be totally fine. On this side, we're still doing the copper coins, and I don't really have a use for that copper coin. That's what's annoying me. But maybe in the future we will have. Maybe in the future we'll have. So, okay, so here, are you getting there? Am I too low on guards? Is that the problem? Let's check that quickly. We are making guards and making these guys. Okay, I think it's gonna take a minute. The good thing is we've definitely grown the population even more. I think we're gonna need another fontaine somewhere over here. I do have tons of normal wood, but not a lot of soft wood. So I think we're gonna need to cut even more. That's bad. That's bad. But I think it's time to start preserving the forest, you know, instead of cutting like crazy. So let's go over here. We're gonna do the same, but preserve the forest. That's the point. And here, that was hunting, wood cutting. Yeah, I think start preserving the forest over here. There we were already preserving the forest. That's fine. It's also because we've been building like crazy, right? So now let's destroy these ones. Okay. On this side, we have expanded too. we have now some iron mine. So we're gonna make our first iron. We have a warehouse there. I don't know how easy it is for me to put a road, connect basically this to this. Let's go. Yeah, it's not that hard. Go on there. Up. Up. Wait, there's no... too many trees. Too many trees. I see there's also some stone there, but not too big. And here we didn't expand because there was those bandits, right? Thieves. So we're gonna need to wait a bit. We have put... Actually, let's pause these. Let's send them somewhere else. They're not useful over here for now. Okay. So this one can probably restart that one, but there is probably some thieves. Yeah, there's some thieves over here. So we do need to be careful. Actually, let's just delete that one. That's fine. We're focusing on these two for now. They're expanding. Hopefully, where are they actually? I told them to go over here. I don't see them. Oh, because they haven't arrived. That's why. Okay. Let me make some progress and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we built the 2 trading posts. Let's make sure we start right away these. Because the first one supplied perfectly. The next 2 are really in danger. I've also built a second or third guard tower over here, bringing some more rangers so that we can attack this camp. It's only 14 so far, so it doesn't look too bad. But definitely when I want to go there, we are also making great progress to get this region over here. Look at this. So that could be a lot of coal, a lot of stone, some copper too. I don't know if there's something else. Oh, there's some mushrooms too. So that would be a great place, you know, and a lot of progress for us. So these guys here working nice. They do need more stones to continue their work, but they're doing some good work. On the other hand, if you look at the completely on the other side, this is empty. There's no more resources. So sooner rather than later, we're going to need to get there. I see there is also even some silver there. We have started on this side, but this is just iron. Speaking of iron, we have smelted our first iron ingot, and with this, we've unlocked quite a few new things. Toolsmith, ironsmith, etc. So that's going to help a lot. In particular, you know, there is now the way to make beams. We have also the bigger treasure launch. I think we saw some, I remember seeing some somewhere. So we'll be able to find some treasures. We've unlocked the farms. So I can, for example, start to automate my flax production. Let's see where there is good for flax. This is pumpkin. Here I saw some flax, corn flax. Yeah, so maybe we put a lot of, oh, that's not a lot. But still, I think, you know, wherever we can put some flax, let's definitely do that. So flax. Corn is not too far from flax, so it's fine. Let's add as many as we can. And then we just need to place, obviously, the farm. Okay, yeah. So you're going to be flax, because that's super critical for my cloth, right? And we need clothes for so many things. So that's the first production. We can also start making some pumpkin and cabbage, right? So to have more food. In particular, I have my huge city over here, maybe there, right? Because we're not going to use this space anymore for mining. So instead, we can use it for pumpkin. Let's go. I know I'm making a lot, but I'm thinking we're going to put 2 farms. 1 and 2. And let's put, again, more pumpkin in this back there. We can put some water. Up. Same here. To help cultivate this. I didn't put a warehouse, but maybe we can use this warehouse over here. For example, let's say, don't put hardwood wood over here. Instead, we're gonna put my pumpkin. Okay. So that's gonna start We could add a few more houses while we're at it. Actually, not that much space. I think we're gonna need, because you know we're already at the limit of my. Can I put a small one? No. Put a big one here. Okay, so we're a bit at the limit of this first market fountain over here. So soon we'll probably need a second one. I see something red here. This is the mine. It's empty, so let's destroy it. No need to keep it. And yeah, let me continue. Oh no, we have 10 and 10. Okay, let's attack then. Let's attack live together. Oh, this is just in orange. And you're attacking too, please. There's only 14, so that should be totally fine. There's the fight is going on. 13, 12, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5. That is good. Come on, you can do this. Yes. Nice. So one more camp destroyed. That means we probably don't need to have so many of these. Instead, we're gonna put some normal guards and we're gonna tell them to expand over here. Make sure you take this whole space there. Instead, I think we can start deleting some of these. I mean, actually, I've paused it. There's no stone, so maybe we just keep it for now. Here, I think we're gonna keep those couple of rangers just in case. And here we're expanding. There's a bit of resource here. Don't know if we're gonna find some more enemies here, but it looks like this is a river, so there's the big ones on this side that we're gonna get to at some point, and the werewolves are also probably at somewhere. Oh, what's happening? Thank you for your deliveries. So you really want to help? Yes, we want to help. By the ancestor, I swear we have nothing to do with it. The old library is indeed not far. Something must have happened there. One of our scholars went and she didn't return. One more reason to go there. Okay, so I mean, this guy here is full, so that's great. The other ones are not full yet, but they should get there, right? We're starting to deliver. We have the traders here too. I think, yeah, they're on their way. Look at this, they're on their way, so should be fine. Should be fine. What is red over here? This guy is red. Why? Oh, because we've delivered already a lot. No trade carriers. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. Let's go back here and do 20 more. Didn't I finish this one? Yeah, this one is finished. So we can also take it out. I could potentially get rations, but we have rations. I don't want to use my softwood because we need to deliver it. Stone blocks, we have a lot, but I don't really need gold. It's not great tradings over there, to be honest. Just gonna leave it like this for now. And we continue to expand. In this area, perfect. We've basically taken most of it. So we're gonna be able to build also a base here soon. Let me continue to expand and I'll see you. Look at this. This is starting to increase. Perfect. This one is still low, but it's increasing too. So love it. We haven't started at all this one here. We haven't really killed all of the thieves camp. And speaking of which, our next one should probably be the one that was here. All right. I don't know if it's in range. Yeah, it's not too far. So maybe we put that as the next one. Oh, we've been attacked by werewolves. Yeah, we have to be careful. I think we have to stop sending... What are these? Oh, trade carriers. Yeah, because they're going over here. That's a problem. Oh, that's bad. Because they do need to go all the way there. Where is that guy going? Oh, he is affected. So he's going to become a werewolf. Damn, that's bad. And ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a good end for this first episode in Mission 5. We started with nothing. We built we cut a lot of trees. Let's start there. We cut a lot of trees. Make sure you at the beginning, select this option over here of removing the forest. Otherwise, you're not going to have any space. But with that, right, we were able to get quite a big city. I think we're going to expand over here a bit more just now. We were able to start mining. We have now some of our first farms that are starting. So yeah, we've expanded. We've already killed 2 bandit camps or thief camps. We expanded over here too to protect the city. I'm sure we're gonna find more enemies. There is the werewolves over here. We're gonna need to be careful, but at least we're not losing the mission. You can see the numbers are looking good over here. So I hope you're enjoying this one. Smash like button. See you next time.